Hey Joel, you like riddles, right?
Sure.
Great. What's strong, but gentle at the same time?
Oh, I know this one, Travis.
You do?
Yep, it's the subject of the week's Kids Corner. Let's listen in.
Fionarella! Aren't you done with cleaning the kitchen yet? When will you get to fixing my dresses?
I will get to them, Sister Laurastasia. All in good time.
All in good time, my foot! You always are dawdling when there's work that needs to be done around here. Mother will be most displeased when I tell her all about your laziness.
Mother is the one that told me to clean the kitchen in the first place.
That's stepmother to you, you ungrateful beast. Just because your father married my mother after yours was too weak and pitiful to... Well?
Well, what?
Aren't you going to answer the door? Could be someone important.
I hardly think anyone important would be coming at this hour to visit. It's most likely the milkman. May I help you?
Hear ye, hear ye. His Royal Highness has decreed that he is on a quest.
A quest? Oh, do tell, my good man.
Sure. Following last night's ball, the prince is looking for his one true love.
Oh, well, you found her. That would be me.
That remains to be seen. I've been tasked to find the owner of this glass slipper.
My slipper.
Quiet, you.
This is your slipper?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I'm sorry for my stepsister's behavior. She's a habitual liar. I can't imagine where she gets it from.
Miss, if your sister was at the ball last night, then we must check to see if the slipper indeed fits.
Must you? And it's stepsister.
I must. My lady, if you would try this glass slipper on.
Very well.
It fits?
It fits perfectly.
Of course it does. It's mine.
Your Majesty, we have found her.
Verily, my one true love. Come with me, my darling. Come be my bride and let us rule the land with grace and dignity.
Did he have to ride his horse into the house?
My darling, take me away from here. Let us ride off into the sunset to fulfill our destinies.
At once, my sweet. But first, let us listen to a radio program.
I'll be right there, Olin. I've got to get a drink. Oh, hi, Miss Fiona. Do you know where the community center keeps their cups? Miss Fiona? Hello?
Oh, Laura, you startled me.
Well, I did call you a couple times.
I'm sorry. I must have been daydreaming. How are you today?
Oh, I'm good. Do you know where they keep the cups around here?
The cupboard next to the sink.
Thanks.
Hey, Laura, can you get me a drink too? Oh, hey, Miss Fiona. What are you doing?
Just a little deep cleaning. I signed up to help around here, and the kitchen really needed some work.
Can we help?
We?
Sorry. Can I help?
If you want, you can grab a brush and some gloves from the cart and start scrubbing the sinks. I was going to listen to the radio while I worked, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Well, if there's going to be the radio, I guess I can help. Give me a brush.
The sink is done, Miss Fiona.
Oh, it looks wonderful.
Yeah, I wasn't sure we would be able to get off some of that rust from around the drain, but this Innkeeper's Ally stuff is really powerful.
Whoa, yeah, the sink looks brand new.
It does.
So, what's next, Miss Fiona?
Next? Well, if you want to grab another mop out of the janitor's closet, you can help me wash the floor.
I'll grab it, Olin. I've got to head that way anyway.
Thanks, Laura.
Be right back.
I suppose I should switch out this dirty water and add more soap.
Sounds good.
So, have you started school yet?
Yeah, we started last week. It's a little different. The older kids from last year are gone, and then there's the freshmen all coming in thinking they know everything, trying to prove themselves.
Ah, yes. The certainty of youth. Do you like your teachers?
Yeah, they're okay. It's too early to make any predictions, but, you know, gonna give it my best.
I'm back. I brought more Innkeeper's Ally, too.
Thank you, Laura. But I already have the floor soap right here.
But this stuff did wonders on the sink, and I figured if it's that good, why not use it on the floor too?
That makes sense, but I'm afraid this is a little too strong for this kind of flooring.
Too strong?
That's right. Some cleaners are more powerful than others because they have different jobs. Innkeeper's Ally is designed to eat away at rust and stains in metal, and it's that same strength that would eat away at this vinyl tiling.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's why I'm using this gentler cleaning solution. It removes dirt and grime without removing the floor underneath.
Oh, is that why there were so many different kinds of cleaners in the janitor closet?
Pretty much. Different types of soaps for different kinds of messes and surfaces, each with different strengths, suited for the job.
What's the matter, Miss Fiona?
Oh, nothing, Laura. I was just noticing how this whole discussion describes the idea of meekness.
Meekness?
Yes, it's a beatitude that Jesus talks about in Matthew 5:5. There he tells us that... of course. I'm sorry, kids, I have to take this.
It's all right. We're used to it.
And we can start mopping and listen to the radio while we wait.
I have to hand it to you, kids. This kitchen looks amazing.
Thanks.
Yeah, all done by using the right soap for the job.
Yeah, speaking of which, you were telling us about meekness earlier.
Yeah, you were about to tell us what it meant. Though, if you ask me, it sounds a lot like weakness. So, that might be a hint.
A lot of people confuse one for the other, that's for sure. But in reality, they are very different from each other.
How so?
Well, the word weak means to be powerless. When someone is weak, they can't put up a fight. They can't make choices or a difference. Without God, we all are weak. And that's why he gives us his power, so that we can be strong. Like he tells us in 2 Timothy 1:7.
Okay, so what's meekness then?
Meekness is being in control of the power we have. It's knowing how our words and actions affect others and acting in a way that helps them.
So, being gentle?
That's a good word for it, Olin.
I can see how people get the two confused. Gentleness can look like weakness.
It's true. There are many times where people even think God is being weak. After all, if God was all-powerful, wouldn't he just zap the bad people?
Yeah, but we're all bad.
Exactly. That's God's meekness at work. He loves the world so much that he put aside his power to make a way for all of us to come to him and not suffer for our bad choices.
Put aside his power? What does that mean?
I think the best example is in Matthew 26, when armed men came to arrest Jesus and take him to be killed. His disciple, Peter, took out his sword and attacked one of them, cutting off his ear.
That's not very meek.
No, it isn't. And Jesus told him to stop, saying that if Jesus wanted to, he could tell an army of angels to come to save him from these evil men. But he didn't. He gave up that power so that he could die in our place. And through this act of meekness and love, he saved the world.
I'm guessing that if God is meek, he wants us to be meek too.
According to 1 Peter 3:4, Colossians 3:12, Ephesians 4:2...
We get it. God's pretty clear that it's important.
Right.
I'll have to check all those verses out. Maybe I'll look into it when I get home.
Yeah, speaking of which, I need to go. Mom says I need to get homework done before we go shopping later.
Oh, I should go too. Do you need help with anything else, Miss Fiona?
I think thanks to you, I can head out too. Though if you want to turn off the radio...
Got it.